I can start looking at chat. Okay, great. More clean. What's happening? What exam are you studying for, buddy? I'm good. I went to the gym. I've walked 1.2 miles already. Oh my god, the wrong redeems are still... Thank you for that reminder. Personal question, random smasher pass, rant. We're going to turn off all of the custom card redeems, and then exclusive Discord role is live. Great. Okay, drink water is also live. Thank you very much for that reminder. I'm great. I've gone to the gym. I have walked a mile. I woke up. The headache is not totally gone. I woke up with the least headache I have woken up with in the past 2 to 3 weeks, and I am now on a 5-day streak of not having to take pain medication to sleep, which that is a very big thing that I was very worried about. So being able to sleep without pain medication and having the pain ease off in addition to that, very happy about that. Troper, thank you for the drink water redeem. This is a perfect time to announce our new not sponsor, since we had to drop some sponsors for racism. We're now not sponsored by Brown Sugar Bubble Milk Tea Drink. We're gonna try this because I am an absolute fucking sucker for sweet drinks. We're gonna try this out for the drink. There's water in this. There's water in this. We have a random smash pass from Hellcat, and then we have a rant from Dark. Pick a random league champ, then flip a coin. Based on coin flip, justify whether they're either peak design or broken dog shit. I like that. We will do that in a little bit. I want to get through the updates first. So let me try out this drink. Smells like there's sugar in here. I tell you what. It smells a little sweet up in here. Hey, thank you, Nomad. I appreciate that. If it helps, I'm bad at it. I know intellectually that's bad, but I can taste sugar, and so therefore it's good. Maz, it's brown sugar bubble milk tea drink. It's a Taiwan classic. Warrior4356, thank you for the follow. And Ripple Dupes, thank you for the 50 bits. I have no idea if you're alive or not, but thank you for that contribution to the dog home. What's your absolute favorite thing to have for dessert? Ignoring any health stuff, fully based on yummy yummy. Okay. I'm gonna first say, I don't think I can totally ignore health stuff, because there's now the problem I cannot separate a yummy dessert treat from how bad my stomach will feel. Like when I was a kid, loved cake frosting, and I've now had the switch, the mystical change that happens when you become 25, where cake frosting makes you want to throw up. So any dessert treat, I would probably say cheesecake. Tiramisu is also really up there, but I love cheesecake. For bulk, pumpkin pie. I'm one of those people where if for Thanksgiving, I would get an entire pumpkin pie to myself. That's how I was. I have not, Nomad. Okay. DMC, thank you for the reminder about the haunting background. Okay, so Patreon updates. There's really just one big one, and that is I have finally figured out a thing that I can do for the higher tiers again. Yeah, Jomi, that was just about the one other person who was also sponsored who was racist, not the company itself. Anyway, Patreon updates. For the higher tiers, there's now going to be a weekly series that, for the time being, is going to be Patreon exclusive. That is going to be, yesterday, or a few days ago, Z was like, hey, I want to build an Arden deck, and I want to use Nazgul in it. And I was like, that's a terrible idea. And they were like, yeah, but it could work, right? And I was like, yeah, it could work, but that is a terrible idea. And so I built it, and I recorded myself building it, and I posted that to Patreon, and it should give some like behind the scenes insight. I make a few jokes, I'm sure, because of how I talk, but it should give some behind the scenes insight into how I prioritize things, how I try to build decks quickly to make them workable, and how I try to achieve a solid deck building floor that you can then add goofy shit on top of. That's now going to happen once a week. I have had Z write down a list of fucked up and stupid deck ideas, and we're going to tear them all up, and we're going to put them in a hat. And then once a week, I'm going to reach into the hat, and I'm going to pull one out, and I'm going to put 30 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to build that deck, and then I'm going to post that deck build to Patreon. If they get really funny, eventually the really good ones might get edited for content, for YouTube content, but I think that is unlikely. Patreon's always going to get the raws, and we're going to start doing polls for Patreon members to ask for deck builds. Maz, Sunday the 1st. Also, Rat, I'm so sorry to hear about your grandma, buddy. I hope you have a good day. I wish you the best. DMC, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Patreon does get it raw. Yeah. Before we get into Dark's thing, okay, so that's the Patreon update. Troper, before I do your rant, I want to do the customs update, because this also relates to Alec Man, who only has a few minutes. We're still going to fulfill all of the customs that were redeemed yesterday. I am very grateful to all of you for making that stream such a success. In the future, we're going to limit the number of cards that we review from one person to 20. And that is in addition to, the limit is going to become 5 cards can be purchased with channel points, and an additional 15 can be purchased with real life money. But when I went back and I was reviewing how long they took and how many different people submitted cards, we average more than a minute per card. And a great, way more unique people than I thought were going to submitted cards. And I would very much like to be able to have a wide spread of design philosophies. So now, I don't think that's going to kick into effect until we have cleared the backlog that we established Tuesday. The next custom card review stream is next Thursday. And so after Elk and I have cleared all of the things that have already been submitted, and we schedule the next one where you can submit brand new stuff, that is going to become still tiered channel points approach, but it's going to be a max of 5 for people paying with channel points. And if you want to pay with US dollars, that is great. I appreciate it. Elk gets a cut. Whoever my co-host is gets a cut. But it's still going to be limited to a max of 20 for the purposes of allowing the stream to bounce around and get to the brand new people, because I thought we would be able to snap through them, but y'all are some wordy motherfuckers, and Elk Man is up on the cross for that cause, but all of you, everybody be fucking these cards up with words, and me and Elk love to vamp too much, and so I don't think it's possible to for us to constrain the amount of time we take per card enough for that to be a realistic solution. White Bread, it's going to go to 5 via channel point redeems, 15 can be purchased with cash. And then we're going to have them be very regular. So what I want it to be is like in an individual stream. Yeah, Alec Man, you're paid up basically for as long as you fucking want. You have like a annual Disney membership for the context of the custom card streams. So what I want to do, ideally, because the demand was so high, ideally, this is a thing that happens every other week, and we have a rotating guest spot. I want to put Z on this. I want to put Comedian on this. I want to try to get other creators on this. I will be reaching out to Amazonian. I will be reaching out to Voxy. I'll be reaching out to Cover Go Blue. I really liked doing it. I think it has a great degree of potential as like vamp content. Yeah, the decked out homies. I'm fucking this up with features. I'm gonna fuck this up with features. It's going to happen ideally every 2 weeks. And so if we're like, oh fuck, like I can't get all that I want, you can get a cycle of cards in per stream. Alec man, thank you for stopping by and thank you for understanding. I do appreciate your generosity very much, and your support did really help nail down. This is a good thing we should keep doing. If I can ever convince Prof, listen, if I can ever convince Prof, but I got a lot of people. I got a roster of Discord acquaintances that I'll be reaching out to. So it's going to be often is the main takeaway. You'll be limited to 5 via channel points, but they will happen often enough that I don't think 5 should be a problem. Zoria, the way this is going to impact the art redeems via Elks is, I think for all the ones that were redeemed yesterday, we're putting Elk on the mic for, because we kind of shipped that as the Mauled Elk collab stream. So we're going to probably bang out a couple streams where we get all those done, and so those will still be like linked together, and we can still track, okay, who had an art redeem. And then after that, we're probably not doing the art redeems unless it's like crazy expensive. And that's what it'll work. Not sure I am. I'm just in. There's a lot of questions, my brother, but I do see you. The way to get in on them is it's gonna be via Twitch. We did the very first one yesterday, so this is still totally by the seat of my pants. They're probably gonna be like every other Thursday. No, you are so good. I understand, because you asked your question and then I didn't say shit about it for like 3 full minutes. I get you. So it's probably gonna be every other Thursday. There'll be updates about it in my Discord, or you just come by the Twitch stream, and I'm still going to keep your first card will be like dirt cheap. Like your first card, I want you to only have to wait. You wait in the stream 20 minutes, you should have points for that first card. I want it to be like the regulars always buy 5, no sweat. I want them to be expensive enough that buying 5 infringes on your ability to also max out your deck roast raffle slots. I want that to be like a choice you're making, but it's not that important. The more important thing is that the barrier to entry is relatively low, but does still exist. Hey, what's up, Blank Page? How you doing? This is better baller carbonated yogurt drink. Ooh, that's freaky. I'll try it though. I trust you. I trust you implicitly. Yeah, Zoria, I wanted to do that too. We got very caught up with how big the response was, because I had a PowerPoint slide that I wanted to build out and like talk about what are the design lessons we learned today, what are the best cards, what are the worst cards, and we never got to it because we were just like so far behind. Not sure. There should be a Discord thing in my link tree in my TikTok bio. White Bread, I think it caps at 10 for free deck roast submissions. But yeah, we definitely want to have like, I want to have Hall of Fame, Hall of Shame, and then probably, I think probably like Rule of Cool for each co-host. And I think Rule of Cool would be, this could not be printed, but oh my god, do I want it to be. Oh, no, how many total? I think we got like 4 decks. Hellcat, the patron tier for the exclusive deck roast is going to be the $10 tier and above. So I'll try to figure out something else for the $5 tier, but $10 tier and above is a free half-hour deck building video every week. Reaver Glory, thank you for the Prime sub, my friend. Welcome back to the dog home. I appreciate those Jeffrey dollars. Hey, thank you, Griever. Oh, total submissions, like over 1,000. It's a lot. I think we got way fewer actually this last time, because the one we did 2 months ago had over 1,000. And then this past month it was way less because a bunch of people gave up. And so it's oscillating a lot. Hey, thank you, Phoenix. Okay, with that, I think it's almost time to hit the manual ad break and then actually get into playing Darkest Dungeon. Thank you, Ash. So let me... Oh, okay. Clearing the stack. Oldest out first. Personal question, oh no, rant from Troper. Is silence budget a little treat is talking? Acceptable sometimes. I think the impulse is acceptable. I try as often as possible to limit how much that is in actual United States dollars, because what that impulse is you wish to exercise control over your environment, and you wish to exercise it in such a way that you get to feel more powerful than your internal judge. Whatever series or whatever system of values has been forced into you by your parents and the authority figures throughout your life, you want to rebel against them. And so this often presents in staying up late when you know you should go to sleep, eating unhealthy foods when you know you should eat healthy, or spending money when you know you should be restrained. And it is important to affirm to yourself that you do not have to listen to that dickhead all the time, and that you are in control of your own actions. It's also important to not go broke buying Pocky or whatever your snack of choice is. Oh, is that why that's the way it is, huh? Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna do you a big favor. Next time you want to go silence budget, a little treat is talking. Your little treat is the book called The Four Agreements by Don Ruiz. Hellcat, don't do that, but thank you. While I was watching some older videos, how long did it take you to recover from the deck roasting marathon you did back in the day? Probably months and months, because I think I went from that deck roasting marathon to uncapped deck roasting streams, and I was just doing a ton and trying to get them out as quickly as possible. I would say I'm still recovering. From that fateful subathon, because that subathon, like... The subathon is what kicked off my ability to do this full time, but I had such great financial stresses in my life and such great emotional stresses in my life at the time that I had to like push it as hard as I could to try to make it to full time. And I am only just now successfully paring things back to a point that feels healthy. Also, hello, Elk. Yeah, you do 6 a week and it's still a lot. Yeah, I'm right now on like 12 a week and it still feels like a little bit too much. But I'm doing 12 a week. I'm doing the Commander roast. I'm doing these other streams, and I try to come up with other skits as well. And so my health is important. This job is fucking easy. Don't feel no sympathy for me. This is awesome. No, 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 no. We've had too much sympathy. Let me get the cuck chair back out. Oh god, it's covered in wardrobe. Manscaped. Nadu's here. Hold on. Anyway, now that Nadu is here to watch, this shit rips, okay? Don't get that twisted. Bodie Pox, good to see you, my friend. How you doing? But I make quite a lot of shit. And so I don't know that I ever fully recovered from it. We'd rather be working in the boulder pushing factory than be a streamer. It's so tough for sure. The elk gets it. Yeah, we've had way too many people alive. We have a few rants to fill out still. I'm gonna go to Dark's rant. Pick a random league champion, flip a coin. And then we're going to, based on the coin flip, either defend the champion or explain why they're broken. Nobody fucking shows Z. Whatever happens, nobody shows Z. When I Google flip a coin, it will auto flip a coin. We're not paying attention to what it auto flips. Yeah, fuck you. Okay. Heads, I will explain why this champion is broken. Tails, I will explain why this champion is the best design ever. Excellent. So this champion is broken as shit because I don't know if you have seen a yo-yo or a roller coaster, but that is how they designed Briar's fucking health bar. I have never seen somebody go from 5 health to full faster than Jesus Christ himself. It's dog shit. Alright? All she has to do is walk at me. I have to aim things, and she has an auto-aim button. Alright? She's got aimbot. She can bounce me off a wall, which is actually a little bit enjoyable, and she can fucking cross-map me like she's Kobe. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. I've been hit by more Briar harpoons than I've had a hot meal. I've been killed under my turret, in my home, in the state of Texas, where I'm supposed to be able to defend myself. Oh no, and I didn't change the... that's criminal of me. I'm sure Mango can fix that in post. Mango can fix that in post. That's fine. Everyone shut up. No, I'm not in Texas. Saturday time. Zoria, probably not. Alright, and then from White Bread, I'm hitting the manual ad break while we do this. Joe, we're going to be doing Darkest Dungeon. I'm just clearing a few channel point redeems via Twitch. Hey, thank you, Salty. Alright. Rant about how you're supposed to build chaos that actually wins and doesn't completely annoy and dull the table. I'm going to challenge you here, White Bread, because I used to feel like this. I used to feel like if you do chaos, God, fuck you for not having a win condition or a way to push through. Fuck you for just wasting my time so that you could feel like a bad D&D dungeon master. The only caveat is I think that is the rule for Gen Pop. If you are going to F&M, if you are going to a con, if you are ever playing with people you don't already have a rapport with, have a fucking out. Jesus Christ. Unless you brought a list of icebreaker questions and served as a summer camp counselor for 20 years, I don't want to fucking hear about your Worldfire deck. But if we're friends, torturing your friends is objectively funny. That's my bit on that. Sorry for appearing late. Northern Lion was playing the horse gacha game in its peak content. Fuck yeah. Hey Mald, I had a discussion the other day with a friend that I want to hear your take on. We were talking about which magic color identity is the most obnoxious between Grixis and Simic. My friend thinks Grixis is worse because while Simic has the tools to be stinky, Grixis has on average more stinky cards in its pool. Well, I think that Simic is more stinky because while being stinky in Simic is a choice, it's a choice made by 90% of players, so now I need a tiebreaker. I think Simic is more stinky, but more importantly, I think that this question is entirely defined by whether or not you think counterspells are unfair. Because of vibes, even though both colors have access to counterspells, if you think that counterspelling is mean and stinky, then you will be a Grixis hater. If you think counterspells are a reasonable way to interact with the card game, you will think Simic is more stinky. Yeah, Elk, put the Cormella deck away, buddy. Put the Cormella deck away. Right, it's not, that's why I said it's not about the colors having access to it, but it's like the way Grixis moves the game along is typically along avenues that are acceptable to people who like counterspells and unacceptable to people who hate counterspells. Warrior, I appreciate the recommendation. I do not like roguelike deck builder games. Like Balatro, no. Slay the Spire, no. Inscription, no. It just doesn't, yeah, it just doesn't do it. Why are you shitting on my league main? Z, it didn't. Come give me a kiss. What are we talking about? What are we even talking about? Hey boss, what do you think of non-combo Gyruda 9 mana I flipped through my deck and put a terrible monster on the battlefield? If it's flipped through your whole deck, that sounds like a combo but bad. First of all. Normal Gyruda of I flip into reanimate terrible shit is great, but if you say 9 mana flip through your deck, that sounds like combo but bad. What is it that turns you off of them? You're the first other person I've known that didn't love Balatro besides myself. The gambling bug just gets me so little. Like, it's the thing I hate the most about Magic, because the thing I like about Commander is the politicking, not the singleton aspect. So I play it and it just like, I don't know. It's not that I dislike them. It just feels like playing Laundry Simulator. It just, having the number be really big provides no dopamine to me. So it feels like it feels like getting a high score in like close folder simulator. Okay, let's see who we've got. Vizier needs to... What the... DMC, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, you will only visit the... Well, that's not true. We're breaking you up. Is it better if there's significantly more skill expression in how you play your cards? No, I just don't care. Like, there is a very specific and relatively small, just absolute threshold of how much luck is involved. And once we get past that point, I'm just like, eh. Okay, that's all chill. Nobody else like, oh my god, Will's alive. Nobody else like super needs to go to therapy, I don't think. What's Sheep got? Vertigo? That's whatever. What's Starry-Eyed got? Oh my god, Starry-Eyed is fucking useless. Okay, we'll get rid of the egg on Starry-Eyed. What's Gen's got? Phasma the Entrails, don't care. Airbrain's got Lethargy. What's Smokey got? The Runs! Alright, take care of that, I guess. all a bunch of disease-ridden shitlords, my man. Bread, we just ranted on Z's main, so I will refund that. Time KT, thank you for the rant. Friday Night Commanders without set power levels or brackets where you have both precons and CEDH decks playing against each other. That sounds genuinely awful. That sounds like the worst experience I could imagine in my life. Ripple, thank you for the 500-bit cheer. How am I still alive? I've missed like 2 weeks of streams and didn't die at any point during that time. We've been streaming less Darkest Dungeon because Final Fantasy Draft has me in a fucking chokehold. Ooh, what's this item? Ooh. Oh, Swine God? Fuck that. Never mind. Okay, so we could get a healing item for a Crusader. I like Brawler's gloves. I like damage. Medium. I like mediums. I'm big on mediums. Alright, so we get Axeman Bat, who wants to be in the back. What are you doing? Atomic Sharks? I don't think you're even allowed to be here, Sharks. Do we have... We have Manili. What are you doing? We got Stafford, who has wasting sickness. Unfortunately for him, I do not care. And then we can send Dirty in. That seems fine. Yeah, that seems fine. I'm gonna buy fucking everything because provisions are free. I'm gonna buy a stack of just all this bullshit, man. Dope. And then I'll just throw it away if I don't need it because provisions are free. Starry-Eyed, the next custom card stream is happening next Thursday. Why not Leper in one? Because get shit on, Zoria. That's why. Flimsy Chair, thank you for the random Smasher Pass. I will go ahead and redeem that as we get into the dungeon. This appears to be a cow made out of leaves. Pass on both counts. Now, if there was a negative involved, that would be a smash, but unfortunately there's not. Malhan, what's your take on mana bullying? I think it's broadly stupid, but I think most of the things that tournament level commander play incentivizes is stupid. I like CEDH. I disdain tournament commander. Little Mix Doom, next custom card stream is Thursday. That's when we're going to start working through them. I am not confident that we will get through all of them.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar.
Are you even happy?
Now,
Yeah, you're happy.
Oh,
I guess we'll. What a fucking cursed map, dude.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
But yeah, as Elk saying, mana bullying can be summarized as there's a big bad spell on the stack. You go, I have interaction, but unless you tap out, I won't use my interaction. To like bully people into not being able to respond to your turn if it passes to you. It is a genuinely pretty realistic consequence. Like, it's a good political tactic to do, and it turns out most of the good political tactics in Commander are complete dickhead moves. Denorm, I think you got cut off in the PQ. Please post the whole thing. Hey, thank you, Sterile Sauce. I hope your content's going well, my friend. I mean, they won't bleed, but I can't. No, I won't spread damage. I'll just fucking. I'm gonna bite the Bone Marksman. Alec, man, I don't think we can do belated. Because it's just too much shit going on. There is no room for spite in CEDH. Heinously wrong. Heinously wrong. We wish that there was no room for spite. What the fuck are you doing, Stafford? We wish that there was no room for spite in CEDH. As it turns out, there's a shitload of room for spite, and some of the best players are spiteful little shitheads. Okay, so Warrior, let's walk through this because this is an interesting example that I think illuminates why I disdain tournament level gameplay. Because you said, okay, there shouldn't be spite. Everybody should be playing to win. That holds up in the context of one individual game. Once we start considering this is a tournament space where people have reputations and people are going to make decisions based upon your reputation rather than just what's going on in that individual game. Outright spite plays are often still not optimal, but becoming a bully has been very regularly rewarded because people are trying to win. And being able to carve out this little niche where people are like afraid of you or are nervous playing with you and will therefore make mistakes while they play with you is a genuinely valuable thing that increases your win percentage, and many CEDH players engage in, not necessarily because they're just like deep down assholes, but because they're trying to win, and it's a reasonable thing to do to try and win, which sucks. Alec, we're not gonna do customs today. The custom redeems on non-custom card streams will come back after we deal with the backlog. Okay, and then Zenorum. I've been at this job for over a year and it's been shaky almost the whole time, and I think I've come to the conclusion my coworkers just genuinely find me annoying no matter how much I try to stay out of their way. Not a corpo job where I can just put my head down and do work. We have to deal with each other all the time. Do you have any advice? That is a tough one. It is highly context dependent. Like, it depends if you are you know, there's a difference between I'm a firefighter and my fellow firefighters don't trust me, and I work at Staples and a bunch of teenagers work here and they're all friends and they talk shit about me on their breaks, and it's incredibly frustrating. Just in terms of like, what is the emotional capacity of your coworkers to accept you coming to them and being like, I think you guys don't like me. I don't need you to like me, but I need to know that we can work together. I think that there are a number of jobs where that would be received well, and there are a number of jobs where that would be received poorly. Yeah, like, this is not solved by just going like, oh, talk to them, because I don't know how many real life conversations we've all had with difficult people. A lot of extremely difficult people are also extremely conflict avoidant. Like, you can't, because this is the same reason why content creators just spout like, oh, solve every problem in your commander pod by having an honest conversation with the person. Not every person is willing to have a transparent conversation with you about what they like and don't like. And so the stuff you can do, like ways you can manage this, is one, talk as little as possible. I've been in situations like this. But right, Elk, what I'm saying is if we hit them with, I don't need you to like me, I just want to work together, and then we go radio silence, some people will just hit you with like, we do work together fine, and then they will still fuck up the job by working badly. And so you can go radio silence. Another thing you can do is, it sounds like you do have to speak with these people. The those steps you can do to try to like figure out what are the levers that will move this person is, first, change your requests from any requests you make from wanting them to say yes to wanting them to say no. If they do not like you, they are going to be predisposed to wanting to refuse, to wanting to tell you no. And this is a like sales tactic. So this is not a Malltown original. This is just a established sales tactic. Frame your questions in such a way that them telling you no is a good answer. That is going to allow you to play off of their like existing dislike of you and feel like they are refuting you while still doing whatever thing you want. And so the low level examples of this are like, I think the sales example that I was first shown with it was, instead of asking, do you have time to talk, go, is now a bad time? And so instead of going, can you help me with XYZ thing? Whatever that task is, try to frame the question in a way where no is what gets them to get up and help you. And that way, if they do say, yes, there is a problem, it is easier to address whatever like specific problem is going on. AJ, it almost sounds like you should perhaps not listen to whatever you hear on the internet, but what would I know about that? So yeah, it lets them feel like they are exercising their dislike of you while still getting the thing that needs to happen. The next thing you can do is thank them a lot for totally normal things. Even though we are all like big, smart, thinking, feeling people, at the end of the day, we are rats in a Skinner box and we respond to stimuli. And so if you just like, if they do a thing that is 100% within the scope of their job, and they should have been doing anyway, and they do it in a middling way, thank them for taking time out of their day to help you. It still may not make them like you, but these are like little grooves that we can begin wearing into these relationships to make them go like, how do I feel when Zenorum talks to me? How do I feel when Zenorum talks to me? The way we want them to feel is, you want them to feel like Zenorum is asking me about my priorities. And that's what the whole frame your questions in such a way that the desired answer is no. Because a lot of the times when you do that, you end up framing the question in a way that asks them if they have something better going on, which they often will feel like they do if they're a selfish person. And you can play into that by making them feel like, Zenorum's asking me about me and how important my shit is. And even if they think that's right and the way the world should be, it may not bring them around to liking you, but it will make you stand out less negatively in their mind. Is not going to be life-changing. Showing genuine interest in their interests will go a hell of a way. That is true, but also these people might suck. Like, showing genuine interest in their interests could go a hell of a way. If these people have already made... It sounds like these people have made a tacit decision to dislike you. And so overtures like that will actually worsen the relationship rather than make it better, because they'll feel like you are trying to suck up to them. Like, the two routes you can go are, you can gray rock, which is a tactic I'm very familiar with for dealing with narcissists, which is be as unresponsive as possible, try to bite on as few things as possible, And if they are trying to torment you to exert a feeling of control in their own life, they will get bored. This is like the middle school bully advice we all get, is like, just become non-reactive. If that doesn't do it, or your job forces you to interact with them super often, then I would go with the reframe your questions and requests around deferring to their priorities. It will make your job harder. I want to be clear, this is you going out of your way and making your life a little worse to try to repair this relationship, which not everybody has the space to do. But reframe requests and questions around their priorities, and if they have something better going on right now, and then anytime they do, be like, oh, that sounds dope, whatever you're working on, I'll check back with you later. And if it's a thing that has to happen like right now, you got to improv that shit, which is tough. I thought we were better and friendly, and then it's like a switch is flipped. So Norm, we shouldn't discount that something could have happened in their personal life that is totally disconnected from you and is stressing them out a lot. Like, now, as to why they're taking it out on you specifically, it could be as simple as, in the hierarchy of people they don't want to make upset, you are the lowest. And the shit just rolled downhill. Like, we have this huge web of people that we know in our personal life, and when an individual is stressed out, when an individual gets stressed out and wants to take that out on somebody, they typically take it out on the person they feel can get the least revenge upon them. And this is why you hear the adage of, like, pay attention to how people treat waiters, pay attention to how people treat people that can't help them at all, because that is where they will begin to be dickheads. We have a whistle already, god damn it. Fuck all this loot. We'll come back for you. And so think about that too. If you're in a situation where it feels like there's been a dramatic change up, it might not be about you. Like, they might have, you know, maybe they're having a really tough time in one of their personal relationships. Maybe a family member has passed away. Maybe, you know, a beloved pet is having a health issue, and their personal capacity for patience and kindness is really, really strained right now. That happens. That's happened to me. I'm sure that's happened to everybody watching. Also, fuck this guy. Fuck this loser dumbass. Fucking idiot. I'm gonna heal your ass. I should have picked the other move. Flimsy, thank you for the additional random smasher pass. God damn. Okay, so this was just the we get fucked up fight. Excellent. Not having a healer for this run, I thought was gonna go much better than it's been. Never mind, Stafford's the fucking goat. Never mind. Fuck what I said. Fuck what I said, Stafford's the goat. Now we're fucked. I'm gonna start healing at least one of them. Actually, I think I do want the damage spread, right? Like, this is... Goddamn, Zenorum, thank you for the 10 gifted tier 1 subs, my friend. Welcome to Dog Heaven. I appreciate that generosity very, very much. I'm glad to see a team without me on it throw. I'll heal you a little bit. Yeah, this situation will improve Zenorum. I promise you. If nothing else, by going, man, this shit ain't my problem. This is not, like, whatever is going on with this person is ultimately not about me. Huh? You were supposed to be dead. Does the leper have... No. It appears that Dirty, the character, has been so lazy that they never upgraded any of their abilities. Alright, well Stafford's gonna die now.
Facing the abyss.
That's good. Oh, but I have... What the fuck am I doing? I have bandages. Jesus. I think I just kill him in camp.
The onslaught. Destroy them all.
So I think I'm gonna find Onyx more than... I mean, fuck Holy Water at this point. I want the money. And then we just have to camp, eat as much as possible. I don't know if I have the tools.
The coming horrors.
Alec, I'll check that. Oh, yeah, I think it should be scaling for rarities. I looked at the average word count of a couple different sets, and I think it should be like between 10 and 15 for commons and 30 for rares and mythic rares, and uncommons can be like 20 or 25. Alright, dodge and crit would be great. However, oh, I can't even use this to heal myself. Okay, we'll do that. Self only, so we can reduce stress. We kind of have to prevent nighttime ambush, and then oh, this is so bad. Oh, this is terrible. I guess I can heal. I'll heal them. Okay, but we can't get ambushed. That's pretty good. We're just missing all of our health. We don't even want to loot yet. Yeah, you're good, Alec. Chris, it's a frustrating game. I think if you're struggling on the first boss, you may just be mismanaging like a stress economy or something. I don't have room for that. Oh, fuck the trinket. Give me the stack of money. What the fuck are we talking about? Hey, what's up, Geek? How you doing? What Final Fantasy commander do you think can make it closest to CEDH besides Vivi? Nomad, I'm not even going to rely on me, the person. With the last collab I did with Comedian, they said that they think Kefka could be even better than Vivi was. Specifically for the reason that if you are running Vivi, you have to be running a Vivi-specific game plan, and you suffer from the same game plan that every Izzet deck has and will continue to suffer from, which is one person can push you into a locker, and then your game is done. Kefka, you just get to run... God damn it, you hungry bitches. Kefka, you just get to run a really good generic Grixis deck, and Kefka gives you a ton of card draw, bricks a bunch of other people's games. He's very, very good, and so he will be better long term than Vivi is. Vivi is just like Vivi is super explosive, and Vivi is the white boy of the month for CEDH, but Kefka is going to be the one that is like long term strongest. Yeah, Grixis Kefka lens Blair. And you just like, oh, why are you hungry? What? We just did this shit. I have played Helldivers, BM. I like Helldivers quite a lot. It's very fun. Whitebread, I've not done your partner rant. Yeah, God, Arena of Glory Kefka. Just absolute fucking war crime. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, we surprised them. That's dope. That's dope and strong and good. They're not gonna bleed. I'm actually, okay, for once, I'm not worried about the stress economy, so I'm just gonna, fuck yeah. Helldivers 2 variety stream win? Probably never. Ooh, let me tell you guys about the next variety thing we're gonna do. So Z and I have been really enjoying the pluck chair bit for Final Fantasy drafting. So on Friday, the variety stream is going to be, we're going to like Death Rule playthrough God of War, and we're gonna heckle each other while the other one's playing, and then every time we die we switch off, and we're gonna see how that goes. And if that goes well, it's gonna continue to there's a trap here now. We just came through this shit. I think the God of War before Ragnarok, and then if that is good content, if that is content that people watch, we will expand it to Ragnarok. Entario, it's going okay. It's just been going slowly off stream because all three of us have had other, like, we're trying to grow the content that people really watched, but we are still coming back to WoW. Oh fuck, for some fucking reason I thought that was looting a shovel. I do not think I will be streaming. I doubt I'll be streaming Helldivers. Maybe like a one-off. Still plans for XCOM, for sure. The different. So the different already loot. Who the fuck else was here? Beautiful. You deserve that, actually. You deserve that. So the different rails that are in my head is there's magic content. Hi, baby.
Effort into.
Uh-huh.
Is this unacceptable?
I like that energy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it needs to be like more, even more.
More?
Yeah, like I
don't look at the whole.
Right.
Just that.
That's good. Yes.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Excellent.
Yes. Thank you. Anyway, the different rails that are in my head are like, there's deck roasting content. Stop with the traps. There's deck roasting content. There is solo magic content. There is solo variety content. And then there is collab content, which is mostly Magic the Gathering related. And this is me trying to expand the collab content into being cute and silly shit with Z, rather than replacing solo variety content. Right now, the main thing holding up XCOM is the desire to try and finish this game off. See if we can play good enough and quickly enough to actually complete this game in a reasonable time frame, but we may not be able to. God damn it, bro. Stop getting shot. Glory, thank you for sounding off on that. We will definitely be doing more drafting this stream. If you want big group for content, you might try this new game called Guilty as Sock. I'll check that out. Oh God, Rise, I put you on Wednesday? Oh, that's a horrible overlook on my part. If you are available to go another day, I would appreciate that. What days? But if you're not, we can definitely do it now. But that is a big boo-boo on me. And Ripple, thank you for the 50. C-Malt, I personally would never fail looting the bag for you, except all the times I did. Oh, it's actually better for me, TBH. Great. Okay. Email me or message me on Discord. We can do Saturday. Saturday, we're going to have to start earlier. Is 11 p.m. Sorry, fuck. 11 a.m. PST better? Because we have the free roast stream, but we also have 2 makeups. And so we could do 2 makeups and then do the free roast stuff. Saturday, okay. So if you can do an hour earlier than normal start time, that is what would be premiere for Saturday. If you can't, we probably have to do a Saturday. Okay, great. Then 11 a.m. Pacific this Saturday. Thank God this motherfucker dodged. Jesus.
As the fiend falls,
Okay.
a faint hope
Petals must
blossoms.
fall. All right, that line's pretty hard. All right. All right. Dirty kind of talked their shit there. That's I'll accept that. Oh God, I'm joking.
Perish
Oh
creatures
God.
can be felled. They can be beaten.
We got 8 torches. Let me bandage this guy. Okay. Then from Iceblader, to touch on a similar topic, or to touch on a tournament topic similar to mana bullying, Trinket Mage stated in a recent video of his that making deals to tie a match for tournament point reasons doesn't make sense. Could you explain this phenomenon and why it's so prevalent in tournament EDH over CEDH? Okay, so first distinction, did Trinket Mage say those deals don't make sense, or did Trinket Mage's explanation for those deals don't make sense? Because one requires me to go hit him in the head. But either way, the phenomenon of playing for draws is you're trying to reduce the point differential between you and making it into top 16. And because I believe it is, if you win, you get however many points. Let's say you get like 3 points for a win, 5 points for a win, whatever. If you draw, you get 1. If you lose, you get 0. Now, obviously, for the losing players, drawing better than losing. Another important difference is if the table draws, you prevent somebody else from adding 5 points, 3 points, whatever, and from establishing a really big lead. And so it helps you keep the pack tight enough that if you just win like 1 game, maybe you can fucking get in if you're making sure that you draw all the other games rather than lose them. A situation where all of this politicking for draws happens less is Japan, because many of their events don't give points for draws. And so it prevents you from using a draw to continue inching ahead. Like, the only thing to play for is the points for a win. And so if we treated draws like everybody lost, that would help a lot, first of all. But the reason it happens is because if you're in a tournament, you need to accrue across the Swiss stage, or like the round robin stage, you have to accrue as many points as possible. Losing gets you none, drawing gets you 1. If you're in a position where you can't win, but you can decide who wins, it means that you can say, you can present both people with the like prisoner's dilemma of, okay, well, if you don't agree to a draw, I'll let them win. And if you don't agree to a draw, I'll let them win. And so now everybody's looking down the barrel of, I'm going to get no points unless I draw, in which case I get 1 point. Wood, no, this is Darkest Dungeon. I think we need like Vivi in the box. it's
Damn.
the problem is the main visual action is the CEDH tier list thing, which is the part they've already seen. Like, we're doing the new thing as a secondary small change rather than like the primary visual
What if
action.
I jump over?
That's not allowed. Thank you, baby. Okay. Now we want to continue adventuring. And now we do want to try to treasure nab. Oh, but we can leave at any point. The collector is not real and cannot hurt us. I need everybody to say that with me. Personal question from Zoria. How has Darkest Dungeon fared popularity-wise? Is it both popular enough and enjoyable enough to eventually come back for DLC and or the sequel? Unsure. So if I look at the numbers, right now, good numbers. The collector is real and will kill this party? Get fucking banned, brother. I don't have room for doubters in here. You son of a bitch. Anyway. Right now, a good Magic stream is I average above 200 viewers without a raid. A good Darkest Dungeon stream is I average like 110 to 120 viewers without a raid. So it's like about half, which statistically much worse. That's not really far outside of the norm for it's not far outside of the norm for Twitch streamers who operate primarily in one niche and then are stepping outside of that niche. So it's actually like a relatively good conversion rate. It's faring okay is the short answer. It's not doing well enough that I'm like, absolutely, we're doing this all the time. This is the fucking thing. It is like, if I am every minute that I am streaming Darkest Dungeon is me goofing around when it would probably be better and would entertain more people to stream Draft or stream Brawl or open up more deck rows or film a TikTok. Like, that is the main thing that's competing with doing more of this variety content stuff, is I am streaming more and more. I am still not primarily a streamer. I spend most of my time streaming to get most of my views and get most of my money from making videos. Okay, this is whatever. I'm dumping bandages. What could happen? We only have to make it one more room. What's up, Jacket? How you doing? That's crazy. Alright, well, fine. Yeah, your short form is the thing I click on most. Exactly. No MLP. The raffle ticket's going to be going down a little bit. Not all the way down to like 1,000, but it will go down a bit. Sif! What the fuck? Alright, man, whatever. Whatever, man.
I was lord of this place.
Yeah, and then as Felian says, like, the short form content is what is promoting the stream as well. And so it's just very... Oh god, you cannot have that. 30% stress. So, Darkest Dungeon is fun. It has to be like the most fun thing ever for me to go, okay, this is what I'm going to do, rather than do something that makes me more money or gets me more views, because I like doing those things, like making the skit about the standard ban list. I deeply enjoyed doing that. And so because my job gets to be so cool, playing stuff like this is quite fun and genuinely like has to compete with filming a video because I like making the videos. Also, Felian, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome back to the dog home for the 4th month in a row. I appreciate those Jeffrey dollars. Okay, so I know that Dirty, I was missing all of their fucking abilities. I'll give you Chop and Hue. You don't get the others. Are we missing it on other people? Yeah. We'll give Sheep Avenger just everything for just no reason. Dump some money into you. Hey, thank you, Glory. I appreciate you spreading the word. Lens, it's definitely my favorite skit. Like that, wait, that's Blind Fire, not the fucking... God damn it. The... You're a heal bot. Anyway, the ban list skit is my current favorite thing I've ever made. I made a custom card mold. I'm tired of the viewers getting all the fun. I'm gonna pay myself $3 so you look at it. So real, King. Oh, and then I think the other carry-on benefit of the variety streaming, which is one of the reasons that I do it, is... Ooh. We're doing that. Okay. We're doing that for sure. I guess Hellcat gets to come out. Darebrain gets to rock as well. Where do you want to be? All of your abilities suck. Good. That's forward one. Fuck that. I guess... Or we could do D-Man. Yeah, we could do D-Man and Willpower. Yeah. Yeah, great. This is runes, so I need keys. I don't think I need bandages, actually. I'll take some holy water. Wait, I got keys already. I've seen a few streamers go variety after their main content made them hate life, some of which have been incredibly successful. I'm happy that the variety content isn't because you hate making magic content. Yeah, it's definitely to ward that off. I could definitely... My third eye opened and was like, if I spend 6 hours a day trying to be funny mad about people's commander choices in the silly game, I will inevitably warp myself into being genuinely mad and just be like a curmudgeon. Like, I never want to become, God, like fucking Grums. Like, I think Grums is, and it's difficult to separate that from politics, because like Grums and Asmongold both just like sold out to being right-wing demagogues, but there's plenty of other people who have just become like they flanderized themselves because they grind at their content so hard that they resent it, but they don't want to walk away from it. And so doing this variety stuff, which is still fun, is very much a like, okay, D-Man, we're gonna fucking kill you, bro. God damn it.
A fortune.
Question about deck reviews. As a new player who started in 7th edition but stopped a year later, came back for Final Fantasy, is it worth getting feedback on my deck list? I want to run to get improvement advice, or should I look into fundamentals first and wait until I have better general grasp? It depends on what you want out of it. Like, the deck roasts are... I continue to call them roasts. Because it's half about we get to point and laugh together. And so it's half jokes, half improvement, half communal vibes. And so if you just want, I would say don't buy one if all you want is, I want like 5 to 10 cards that will make my deck function a little better. If you have a deck where you're like, this is my baby, I love it so much, I need you to tell me if this is the right vibe, if there is a way to elevate this, if the dreams that I have are stupid and wrong, that's where I'm at. If you want like, oh man, I feel like there might be a better 3-mana option. A better 3-mana option for my card draw section. We got a ton of other people, like Elk, who provides deck reviews. They're very, very good. They're very, very smart. MLP, no you didn't. You finished a commander deck that has Dane in it. It's not a Dane deck. You have finished Esper Casserole, you fucking liar. Oh, the boba in here are hateful. Oh my god, that's awful.
Decimated.
That is truly terrible. What a shame. I don't even mean keep your soul in a right-wing sellout way. Like, Mr. Beast has talked about how he doesn't have a personality outside of his work anymore. The grind has consumed him, and now he said some weird, insane shit on Twitter. Yeah, like, there's that, too. There's succeeding so much, you don't even enjoy it. I'm sure Mr. Beast enjoys it. I hope he enjoys it, God. But, like, I try to go out of my way to be explicitly grateful for what I get to do every single day. Like when I was walking a mile before I came inside to get on stream, I was very explicitly looking at the sun and being like, it is amazing that I get to do this. I'm about to turn a camera on and do my best to be humorous and yell at Dirty, who keeps... Oh, it's D-Man. My fault. I'm sorry, D-Man. Dirty. Sorry, Dirty. D-Man, who keeps fucking up my point spread. And then I'm going to film a video that I think is funny, and that's awesome as hell. And I think some people, like, you forget to do that enough days in a row, and you just become a real hater instead of a funny hater.
A trifling victory.
Yo, what's up? Today we're gonna stare into the void and see what that mouth do for $1,000. Ah! And that's when the shambler gets you. How's it going, Maul? I just had my 3rd doctor's appointment to check my blood pressure, but now I am 115/90, which is much better than it was. Hell yeah, brother. Good job.
Trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Well, the problem with Mr. Beast is he technically has loads of money, but his job costs almost as much as it makes. So once you subtract expenses, the income really isn't that exceptional. Yes, and that is only true because he is so committed to the grind that he's willing to set himself on fire for it. He has even talked in interviews about how he could be netting a shitload of money by oh, not the fucking spiders. Oh, we surprised him. We're good. Anyway. He could be making an absolute ridiculous amount of money if he pared the videos back a little. He would still be the most successful YouTuber out there. He would still be getting millions of views, and the videos would net profit way, way more. But he doesn't want to do that because he is so wholly devoted to reaching into, like, the infinity of YouTuberness. Shut up. The metaphor got away from me. And so it is not like, oh, you have to be profiting as little as Mr. Beast is. That is a very distinct choice that he could stop at any moment and be just drowning in money.
These nightmarish creatures
Me when I reach into the gaping asshole of YouTube to gain riches untold. That is exactly what I said. You got it.
Safety.
But I think even Prof has expressed like having to take. Okay, what the fuck, Hellcat?
The walls
First
closing.
mission, and you
The
just
shadows
crash the hell
whisper of
out.
conspiracy.
Even Prof has mentioned having to take like explicit action to make sure they don't become embittered, because their videos get rewarded massively for expressing negative sentiment. You know, like if the title is negative, if the thumbnail is them frowning, if they are like ripping on WotC for something, that video just does like volumes better than going, this shit was pretty good.
Another
Because the
abomination
people just want
cleansed from
to
our lands.
people want to be fed passion. People want passion, and it is much more difficult to create a compelling package for moderate joy than it is for obscene rage. God damn it, man. Geo, I have no idea, no.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Mom is explaining what the news discovered decades ago. Oh my god, this is actually a great bit. I got you for it, Peta. This is actually a great bit. Maul explaining what the news discovered decades ago. The reason the banless skit happened, which we've all said is very funny and none of you can take back now, is because Sunday I went, bans are happening tomorrow. That means tomorrow I get a free video idea. I just get to talk about whatever happened with the bands. And the bands came out, a ton of shit happened, and I went, okay, I'm going to film a video talking about this. And I sat down and I thought, most people don't care about standard. How do I write this update in such a way that people would care about it? And I looked at all of the ways I had come up with how to describe it, and I was like, oh, it's lying. And then I was like, this is what the news does. The only way I can just yell this at you in a way that is compelling is if I editorialize, exaggerate, or lie about why it's relevant. And so that made me go, then how the fuck else do I present it? And that's how I got to the skit idea. And so there's a lot of stuff where just saying a thing that is true to a person, like sometimes that just works, and a lot of the times it just doesn't. Oh my god, it's room 2? I think this... Yeah. Now he's gonna hit, harder than God. Perfect.
A handsome reward for a task well performed. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted and purpose is made clear.
Hey, thank you, Lindsay. I am having a pretty good time. I think I shoot... Oh my god. I think I miss like an idiot, is what I meant to say.
Executed with impunity.
Alright, that guy's down. Hey, Elk, you gotta go outside. You gotta go outside. Okay, thank God we did the guard move.
A devastating blow.
Very good. Xavier, we don't have any new AT members. We have not been able to... I haven't been able to spend enough time playing Darkest Dungeon to level them up.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. As the fiend falls,
Get fucking shit on.
faint hope blossoms.
Hey, thank you, Gibbons. We can kill this guy. Please get poisoned for 2. God damn it. Maybe if Darebrain gets to go before this guy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Does it feel possible to soft lock your run if you get really unlucky? I don't think that's possible. I think it's possible to soft lock your run if you get really unlucky and you're dumb, and even then you can build it back. Like what I had to do when I started playing is I made a bunch of bad decisions and I had to go into a bunch of runs, collect loot, and then abandon the run and recruit all new party members. And so if you don't get your wagon to give you at least 4 new people every week, you can get soft locked, I think. If you get 4 people a week, literally impossible. You might just have to chuck a bunch of runs into the incinerator to build money back up. Ripple, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. It's called the Shambler because I be struggling to walk right afterwards. Can I get a hell yeah? It's gonna be a ban. It's gonna be a ban. And you knew this, Ripple. Hunger is fine. Yeah, highest difficulty you can get soft locked because highest difficulty fucking hates you.
The way is lit. The path is
Oh, that's
clear.
true. If you don't have a deep enough bench and you lose all your high level heroes and all of your quests are high level, I think that could theoretically happen, but it hasn't happened to me yet.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Jesus Christ. Alright, so Hellcat's fucking dead. I am not abandoning this mission just because my antiquarian's a bitch. So Zenorum, you're both right, and also ancient Greece called to get their argument back. Sensationalizing the news, lying about stuff that's happening, and trying to maximize the number of people who will just look at you. Its current host is the internet and pay-per-click ad revenue, but it has been going on since people learned how to talk. It's not something we have ever escaped from. And as society changes, the way that it hurts society is going to change. And every time we feel like it's the new apocalypse, and eventually one of them will be the real apocalypse. But it is a thing that humans have done ever since they figured out, oh my god, I can get this other guy, I clicked wrong, I can get this other guy to give me his money if I lie to him about the worms in his body. Yeah, just save us some time and get out of here, Hellcat. Alright, so we got an opening. Oh, I should have purged there. What am I doing? You know, I think this apocalypse is really gonna stick. This one, hey, this one's having a generational run. Is it just overexposure then? Like before it's the town idiot fucking you over Now it's every other article on your pocket computer in your hand 24/7. Yes, and it's important to note that reading the articles on the pocket computer in your hand 24/7 is a distinct choice.
Confidence is a slow and insidious killer.
My antiquarian's dead, so I think we open this up and then we just leave with what we find.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike. Great adversity has a beauty.
I've seen Squid Game. I have not seen season 2, but I liked Squid Game season 1. Tuckered out. I'm just a tired little guy after watching my friend die.
What little there is must suffice for the time being.
Okay, so I probably want to do a short mission next because I get to provision less. Yeah, MLP the second.
The promise of payment.
How quirky have been the runs? We've been getting fucking quirked on. Nothing I don't think right now. Alright, so we want to look for a short. Yeah, we want short. I'm gonna force these assholes to go back in. Darebrand is like never gonna hit level 2 at this point, but who cares? What do we got? We got another level 2 person in, right? Yeah, MLP, you're gonna have to try to carry these people. It's all on you, buddy. Moon rings, whatever. Agility Talon seems fine. 20 damage, yeah, dope. You have stuff, you have stuff, you don't have stuff, okay. What do I have for a highwayman? There's 10 dodge, that's not really anything. Archer's ring, sure. Don't miss. Highwayman, sure. Oh, but this is for a melee highwayman. That's terrible. God awful and bad. We're not doing that. Not doing that. There we go. Alright. Mega accuracy on ranged. Then we do Warrens, we do short, it'll be easy. Yeah, we're not going to have a lot of food, we're not going to have a lot of torches, but that is okay because it is a short mission. We don't have an antiquarian. Okay, we are going to hit the manual ad break real quick.
They breed quickly down there in the dark, but perhaps we can slay them even
Okay.
faster.
Okay, very, very good room setup. It'll be easy, the Vulture's Circle. I don't know what you're talking about. Trent, it is the Hound of the Mauled from the internet. 25 fucking gold? I need my antiquarian back, man.
The way is lit, the path is clear.
Okay, this should be very easy because I have MLP carrying this team after their antiquarian passed away. That doesn't look good. Oh god, not a fucking stress response. Alright. Kill this guy? Good shit, MLP. Alright. Kill this guy? Almost. We'll try. We'll try. Oh, and then, okay, there was an update on the... To follow up on my rant redeem, Trinket Mage said when approached with an intentional draw offer in any of his tournaments, he always replies with this: if you want to move on in this event, You have to beat me in a game of Magic within the allotted time. I don't do deals. I support that. That is Trinket being the change he wants to see in the world. It is suboptimal. And it is important to understand that that is where the disagreement comes from. Is Trinket will advance in fewer events. Trinket will just like buster out of more events because of that approach. I agree with that approach spiritually, but it is bad. Go ahead and purge.
Inspiration and improvement. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Can this do anything? No, this is a grave robber. Ugh. Ugh. Oh wait, I didn't buy keys? That's dumb. Alright, we get a scout. So we have to go up to this room battle, but we can duck down. Alright, man. Alright. Listen. We don't read. The B team does not read. We are not the team who reads. Stop hating on the grave robber? No, they're bad. And I don't like them. The trap was scouted, not by these idiots. By me, and I told them. They didn't look at their pager. Clarraine, thank you for coming by the stream, my friend. I hope you have some good honk new. Fucking best surprise round of our lives. Damage mod, okay. God damn it. Shoot that guy. Alright, Darebrain, you're just gonna play fucking Wonderwall and try to chill everybody out. That's okay. And I guess Caltrops will do non-zero damage. Okay, now they die next round. Perfect. Bleach, yeah, this is my very first playthrough. We are, I mean, we are like months of real world time into it, but I only play this maybe once or twice a week, and so we're only,
As the fiend falls,
we've been into the darkest dungeon one time, and it kicked our ass. Fun fact, grave robber canonically murdered her husband and stole his shit, which makes it very funny that she was supposedly named after the game creator's wife. To quote a classic, I love a woman that will actually just kill me. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. MLP, what the fuck was that, dog? That was embarrassing. It's a worm. Cut it in half. You have a simple job. Why is Darebrain fucking dooming, man? Oh, because they're beating the shit out of him, that's why. Okay. You know what? I get that. I've been there. Okay, so we don't get to camp. I'm just gonna apply damage right now.
a brilliant confluence of skill
I'm
and
gonna cut this guy in half. Don't worms become two worms if you cut them in half, though? No, Crisp. That is a lie spread by the big worm industry. Neither of you will die to your bleed damage. That's horrifying. I'll kill you first.
continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Why do they hate Darebrain? What the fuck? What did the Jester do?
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal
Okay, they
themselves.
survive. That's good. That matters. Alright, now we're probably fine. Yeah, we're fine.
Obliterated.
Oh, and that's it.
Foolish horrors.
Well, I mean, like,
Followed and driven into the
we
mud.
could keep looking for a little bit of treasure. Darebrain's okay. There. They're at 1 health. Darebrain's fine. The collector is not real and cannot hurt us. Why do all of my Vestals have love interests at the brothel? It's only the Vestals somehow. Well, I mean, it's always the, like, hyper-religious ones who really, really like to engage in sexual activity. That's how it goes. They're repressed. They are repressed, and they meet somebody at the brothel who, for the first time in their life, does not judge them for having sexual impulses, and they're like, oh my god, you're the one. It's every fucking high schooler Catholic relationship ever. That's crazy. Rest in peace, Darebrain. Yeah, like it's straight up just, oh my god, you didn't judge me for getting a boner? I think I love you. That's every Vestal.
Annihilated.
God, I love dealing damage. Lord have mercy. I love it when my team just actually kills a man.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I would like to point out the Vestal's actual in-game canon is that she was thrown out of her covenant for being horny on main. One of her trinkets is even called Salacious Diary. Then I feel like they must have made the chance for her to get love interest higher.
Their confidence
That
is
just makes
shaken.
sense. That just makes sense to me. Is D-Man here to explain himself? Did D-Man not conduct himself responsibly in a place of business? Did he ask about the Looney Tunes dress up again? This is unacceptable. Almost as unacceptable as rabies.
There will be no sleep tonight. The wild
Okay,
shouts
both of these
frantic drawing will
Hellions suck.
see to that.
That is too bad. Town event, revelry, whatever. Alright, so MLP immediately has to go to sleep. You've got to get the lethargy treated. Spasm of the entrails is whatever. D-Man, stop being a fucking little weirdo. Then Will needs to rest. Stafford needs to rest. Fine. Oh, Neely needs to rest as well.
A sister of battle,
Alright, chat. Who
pious
wants to be the
and
new heal bot?
unrelenting.
We got a level 3 Vestal off the wagon. Who wants to be our newest heal bot? Sold to Awkwarp for having the first, for being quick on the keys. Dirty, you're alive. I think we did a mission. You were one of the first missions we did. You are level 3 as a leper. Then, okay, let's think about this. We don't need grave robber shit. We don't need the antiquarians to receive more healing. Leper mask is incredibly whatever. Ooh, Vestal scroll. Hell yeah. Alright. Do we have a team that can do it? No, Stafford is fucking asleep. So we could do Shadow Walker Riffle. Shadow Walker, Zilla Riffle, and then we're missing a 4th slot. The question becomes, do I send Awkwarp into a mission they are woefully unprepared for if the rest of the A-team can back them up? How you feeling, Awkwarp? Are you... Hold on, where's my... Awkward, are you prepared to stand on business? I do not fear death. Excellent. You should fear reassignment. I can't, I won't. You are. Right, Awkward. Okay, you need some type of healing book. We need some type of method to get you not murdered. I don't think you need that. I do think... I want to give you that. Because if we ever get surprised, Awkward is fucking dead. I actually don't think you need a speed chalice. I think we do Sun Cloak. Oh, Shadow Walker doesn't have anything? Fuck that, dude. Give you that. I'm giving you Brawler's Gloves. You're gonna be up in front. Hell yeah. And Legendary Bracer, that seems right. What's our Antiquarian on? Dodge and healing skills? Shit yeah. Shit yeah. And this is just explore some rooms. Champion, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. This seems fine. Seems fine. What could go wrong? I've seen a house before. Awkward, I love that energy. I love that energy. What could go wrong? In fact, it's all love right now.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar.
What a terrible fucking layout for Room Explore. Holy shit. So we're gonna have to do a lot of doubling back. We did amazing. Okay, we surprised him though. Good. I think my Hellions have everything upgraded. This motherfucker has to die. I don't know what he does, but I do know it is fucked up. Okay. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So this guy gets a turn to hopefully do nothing. Defend the icon? Yeah. Oh, okay. He just whips out a little fucking pocket knife. I'm sorry. He just gets 2 actions? He just gets 3 fucking turns in a row? Okay. No, fuck you, man. No, 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 no. No, I'm done with this. Go to hell. Get the fuck out of here. 3 turns in a row. Piece of shit. Unacceptable. Get back to full health. Get back to full health, soldier. Alright. Dope as fuck. Easy. Easy game for children, potentially babies.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
God damn it. Okay, we gotta dodge though. We gotta dodge. That's fine. Get some money.
Laden with loot are often low on supplies.
We are surprising you, brother. God damn it, Awkward. Okay, big dodges though. Big dodges. We just fucking kill this guy, right? We just cut this dumbass in half. I don't have a way to de-stealth anybody. That's a little bit awkward.
Give them no quarter.
Right? Yeah. Oh, but okay. Hold on. I think we just change where these 2 are standing, because then Awkward can de-stealth. Yeah, fuck up the body, I guess. Yeah, get that guy. Okay, hold on. Fucking rude. Rude and hurtful. Right, Zoria, but we don't have good... This team does not have good AoEs. This team has large women with axes. Like, I could use Rush Through. That's my move to try to fucking... That's my move to AoE them. I could Yop. Yeah, sure. We're in the fucking bonk zone. Talking about AoEs hit them. Also, Britt, welcome back to the stream. I hope you had a good time doing disaster response, or at least a better time than the name makes it sound like you had.
A fortune.
Okay, fuck all these things. I don't know, Bad. If Yop was one of the best skills in the game, why don't I use it more? God damn it. Okay, a map. Okay, thank God. So now hopefully we can learn what rooms we want to duck. All empty. So we definitely want to hit these. If these are empty and we don't have to get fucking... There's a mod that makes the Hellion hold a whole ass fridge instead of an axe. That's pretty fucking delicious. That sounds amazing. Collector is not real and cannot hurt me. The Collector cannot slow down the endless march of our brand of capitalism. Yes, there's a fight. I really don't want to take that fight. Medium, I think I can skip 2 rooms. Do I think it is worth the gamble?
The match is struck.
Or do I think... I actually, you know what? They've been doing good. This team will simply body whatever fight is right there. Empty crate kind of seems like bullshit. Honestly, kind of seems rigged and unfair. Stormblast, thank you for the drink water redeem. I appreciate you looking out for my hydration. Okay, fuck these guys. God damn it. I think we just go all in on the flag guy, which is tough. Never mind, less tough. Don't do that. Don't hype this man up. He's nothing. You're nothing. Get in the box. Get in the fucking box, bro. What? Hit me for 2. Hit me for 2, you idiot. Oh, wow. That's actually really fucking bad. Okay. God damn it. Are you fucking joking me? Don't loot chances increase as light levels drop? Yes, Razariel, but right now we're not really hard up for loot. We're hard up for having enough high-level champions to try and fight the darkest dungeon. So I am trying to just get through the dungeon with low casualties. We have a healthy amount of money. We aren't richer than God, but we have a pretty healthy amount. I can let the light drop as we get deeper in the dungeon and we have fewer potential fights to get through, but when we still have a lot of fights to get through and any one of those fights could just put my team in the ground. What do you mean I don't have a shovel?
Seems bent on preventing passage.
God damn it, Awkward. Okay. Where's my fucking surprise round, bro? Where's my goddamn surprise round?
The abyss returns. Even the
Alright, they're just bullying bully the cleric. Okay, we get it. We get it. You can stop now. I'm just gonna dodge buff the team if they're gonna beat the fuck out of the baby. That guy's almost done. They don't have a bone bearer, which is very good for me. Can we stop bullying the child? Can we stop bullying the coughing baby? God damn it.
those who covet
Hey Malt, have you ever played Death Stranding? I have not, Pika. My current understanding of the game is that it is walking simulator and also sometimes Uber Eats simulator, which does not sound particularly enjoyable. Bully the new guy. He's different and that makes me uncomfortable. I do not wish to reflect on that. You're so right, Riffle. Jesus God. Okay. I guess the dungeon run's just getting cooked off of one random Fora fight. 30% stress. Awkward's dead. Awkward's gonna have a fucking heart attack.
Impressive.
Alright, that crit is huge because now it moves the madman up. Okay, good. Solid. Solid. It's like walking simulator plus Kojima being the Tarantino of video games, foot fetish included. That sounds exactly like what I expected, and I will not be playing it. Why do they hate him? Well, Awkward, it was fucking sick knowing you. Good night, Alec man. Thank you for coming by the stream. Alright. I guess heal on your way out. That's bullshit, man. We were doing completely fine and are still doing mostly fine. They didn't even like hurt Awkward. They just yelled mean things at Awkward until they fucking gave up.
Seize this momentum.
Alright, fuck these things. We might be able to clutch this with camping if we get them off Death's Door. I don't know how the fuck we deal with how stressed out they are. We could revel. Okay. That can help. Yeah, we revel. We double down on everything being totally fine. Do not worry. Everything is fine. You take less stress for the rest of the night and you heal. And then we notably did not prevent nighttime ambush. I wonder what will happen when I hit the rest button.
Secrets and wonders can be found.
Immaculate. And it's spiders. Immaculate. Now we're all fucking dead. We're all fucking dead now. Jesus Christ, they crit Awkward. And they're stunned and marked. No. Oh, we saved them just for them to get pulled back in. Right when they thought they were out. Alright, alright. The Hellions are doing work, though. The Hellions are doing work. Let's... Okay. Awkward is refusing to be healed. Entario, thank you for the 10 bits. The existence of the collector matters not in the face of the spider surprise. I hate how right you are. I hate how right you are.
Teetering on the
Just
brink,
bullying the
facing
fuck
the
out of the...
abyss.
God damn it, man. You're so fine. You're so fine. Just heal yourself. You're so fine and good. Alright. Britbread, thank you for the 18th month at tier 1, my friend. Welcome back to the dog home for our 1.5-year anniversary. We're gonna leave.
Wealth beyond measure.
That's so many fucking crests. Yeah, we're getting out of here.
And the foolhardy alike.
And Lensblair, thank you for that prime sub as well. Awkward, quit bitching. We're going home.
Do not ruminate on this fleeting failure. The campaign is long.
Okay. 11k, I think, is still... I think it at least pays for the... Never mind. This motherfucker has the Black Plague.
Trouble yourself not with the cost of this crusade.
No, Awkward got
It's
no
not
experience out of that
fortune
because we had to
or
run.
powers in your choice of means.
Okay. Wow. I might hate kill Awkward off stream, but we'll see. You did pretty good. We're going into a dungeon you were woefully unprepared for. I think we're going to end it there. We're going to look for somebody to raid. We will be live again Friday, and that is going to be the first day of the God of War co-stream with Z. So thank you all for coming today. I appreciate your support very, very much. It looks like we will be raiding into... Veggie and Joe are streaming, so we can hit them up. Hit them with the indestructible Justin rant, please, accessible via the ! Voltron command. I'll be live again Friday. I'm going to go make a video. We have Patreon League night later tonight. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you for coming by. And Awkward, do better. Everyone stay toxic. YouTube and TikTok, that's just going to be the end of the stream, but I will see you Friday. Terrifying. Thank you.